All right, ladies and gents, welcome to the EU Tier Monster series brought to you by Tier Monster, Owlhead Studios, hi-rez Studios, of course, and Discord. My name is Tiger, and here today on the desk I have Merle with me. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are we doing today?
I cannot complain. It's a little early for NA side, but for EU, you guys are just getting started. And we have Team Enigma and Team Recess here today for our round one match. This is a best of one, and hopefully both teams are going to give us a fantastic match.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Already on the board, we have a couple of bands coming out. Kali, Ao Kwong, and of course, Susanoo Wo, who is available. We have Ratatosker and Fafnir automatically banned, so will not be seeing any of them.
Yep. Looks like Team Recess going for the ban of both of the thunderous Japanese heroes, blocking out Raijin as well, not wanting to deal with either of them. Both of them very frustrating to go play against.
And first pick from Enigma going to be a Scylla. Very strong pick for the mid lane. Crushes a lot of damage early on, especially if you throw a power pot on her. And I'm a monster, incredibly useful in many team fight situations.
Oh, definitely. Naja and Janus locked in for Team Recess. Naja, of course, incredibly good with Windfire Wheels, able to take an opponent out of the fight for a good 2 to 3 seconds. And Janus as well, with both his portal and through space and time, able to provide a lot of utility for his team as well as a lot of damage.
Recess kind of drafting this wombo combo pick already. As soon as Najah comes down on the ultimate, you know exactly where they are to go ahead and try to collapse on them. Same with the Janus portals. But Enigma not going to be shown up, picking up a Thor for that global utility, as well as the Hug Bug, Khepri. Has that nice revive to keep somebody in the fight still or to maybe get somebody out of a sticky situation. So both teams showing both teams showing a good amount of global presence with Janus and Thor thus far.
Yep. Guan Yu being locked in as the third god for Team Recess before we go into the second phase of banning, getting the heal out, as well as protection peel from Tower Assault. Very useful. And as an immediate response, they're also going to ban out Odin so that Enigma doesn't have that immediate counter pick against him. Very smart play coming out.
Well, that, and if there is a team fight inside that Odin ring, then all the healing's negated.
Yep.
So that is one less thing to worry about. Athena being banned out from Enigma, so no ultimate there. And Rom and Geb. So since we don't have Team Recess's Guardian yet, they're going to go ahead and try to narrow the pool. They don't want to face the Athena. They don't want to face the Geb. So going up against Hugbug will be something different. And Hu Yi, picked up by Recess, the Crow's Mark and the Ricochet, incredibly powerful. He is a fantastic one-on-one god. So Recess going for that solo game.
Yep. Definitely looking to get high damage, high burst as well. Picks going off for Team Recess. Chang'e picked up for Enigma as well as an Apollo. Somewhat interesting bit of a draft here. We don't see Chang'e too often. Um, with the Moonlight Waltz, she is able to reduce healing for the Guan Yu, though, as well as dodge out on Taolu assault damage. So it's an interesting pickup. I like the reasoning behind it, but I'm not necessarily sure how well it's going to do against a Guan Yu.
With no Athena or Geb, Recess picking up the Cabrakan as the support here. So
Yep.
I kind of like the Chang'e pick, to be honest. Plus, the passive's really nice. You can go ahead and send the rabbit back, get her items that she needs without having to leave the lane. And with her own sustain, she can get mana back and she can heal herself. So, pretty good solo sustain god, even though we haven't seen her recently.
Yeah, I like the Apollo pickup as well. Apollo, one of the most consistent ADCs in the game itself. Definitely able to go relatively toe-to-toe with Hu Yi in the early and mid game. And Cabrakan being picked up for support. Recently he got a buff, so his Shadow Zone passive now applies to himself. So he is also getting that damage mitigation, 5%. Very useful, and with the minor changes they did to his scaling as well, definitely in a good place to be able to support.
He's not in a bad place at all right now. Cabrakan We see a couple of off picks in the SPL from teams that like to run him, like Paradigm. Love their Cabrakan, but I want to see what hi-rez does with it. They don't have as much global utility as Enigma do. Picking up the Apollo with his ultimate, he can pick up, come down, split push, whatever he wants to do with that. And of course, Thor can do the same. But hi-rez have just a lot of damage coming out early on. They are very power hungry.
Yeah, a lot of burst potential as well. Once you hit level 5, the Naja Janus combo definitely should be able to delete someone with the Windfire Wheels and Through Space and Time combo, or even Unstable Vortex, honestly, depending on the amount of damage coming from those crits. Mark of the Golden Crow, as well as Seismic Crush, also going to be dealing a significant amount of damage, and you are able to bounce Ricochet off of Cabrakan's walls from his ultimate. So if you get a good placed ult, Ricochet is going to also be dealing a ridiculously high amount of damage.
Either way, we're going to see just how these two teams pan out. Enigma versus Team hi-rez, round 1 of the European Challengers Cup. Going to go ahead and bring this game to you here in just a second. Stay tuned.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to round 1 of week 3 of the Challengers Cup. Coming out of the bottom side of your map, on the left side of the spec UI, we have Enigma with Dugan running Chang'e solo, Thor jungle, Lean as Scylla in the mid lane, the Speckies on Khepri, and Free PC Gamer on Apollo.
And sporting the red trunks on the right side of your spectator UI. Repping the Chaos side, you have Izus on the Cabrakan in the solo lane, Alpha Jackal on Naja in the jungle, Barari on Janus in the mid lane, the Maizen with Guan Yu as support, and Ice Bourbon on Hu Yi as the ADC.
Game so far getting started relatively basic, no invades coming out. Thor and Chang'e clearing out speed relatively quickly, running about the same time as the solo lane for Team hi-rez. Too much difference there. Mid lane already beginning to clear out minion waves.
We're seeing a pretty aggressive start coming out from hi-rez. 3 members of their team have pots, and Lean almost getting completely obliterated by the unstable vortex. That's a lot of damage coming out from Barari on that Janus. Thankfully, Thor is very close, might be able to come in with the gank on Barari, but Lean's going to have to play very careful because hi-rez smell the blood, and they know that this Scylla can go down quickly and very easily.
Yeah, both of the mid laners here going for a Soul Stone and Power Pot start, so getting caught in any ability really going to be painful for the enemy.
Yeah, but that's just a massive amount of damage. Like usually we see the Crush doing the damage instead, but with these 2 high power mid laners, it's going to be pretty close by the skin of their teeth until we see one of them pull ahead with a capitalization on somebody's mistakes. Alpha Jackal already hitting level 4, and Barari close with the 4 as well. So have a little bit of a leg up on the competition there. Getting a little bit more experience, probably just because Lean had to play it safe for a couple of minions.
Yep. Just want to talk for a second as a gank attempt goes out on Izus. He opted to go for a Mark of the Vanguard start, going for some extra health. In addition to the fact he has 5% mitigation naturally, going to be very difficult to really poke him out in lane.
Alpha Jackal jumping in with the sash, going to be able to lock down Lean, but not finish him off. There is the level 5 Alpha Jackal there, so he does have the ultimate available if he wants to use it, but he missed it. Unfortunately, when he tried to go in on lane, his purification was good. So Alpha Jackal not having that ultimate here for a couple minutes.
Still able to get off a good amount of poke. Barari gonna deal a lot of damage through space and time. Not able to find the kill onto Lean though.
They were popping everything they had. It just wasn't enough. Lean is going to be able to watch the carnage from the safety of their second tower while Thor attempts to do some damage control. Just hit level 5, so now, he may be able to go back, come in with the gank attempt, but Universal Ring Toss is enough to scare him away from that lazy back.
Yep. Nothing else really going on in solo lane. Meanwhile, in duo lane, relatively even trades going on so far. Everybody has just hit level 5. not really looking for any engagements right now, as they're just going to go back, each do their own boars. About to respawn.
3 minutes and 20 seconds into the game, we do not have a first blood just yet, but even with the farm game, we see a little bit of a lead with Team Recess here, about 1,400 experience and a little bit over 800 gold in favor of the Red Trunks.
Yep, I think if we look individuals, a lot of it is actually coming down. There's about a 400 gold discrepancy between solo laners, as Cabrakan was able to take those fire elementals, getting himself a small bit of an advantage, and then just able to force a lot of minions into Dugan's tower.
Cabrakan Power Pod's actually pretty terrifying. He's forcing Dugan out every chance he gets. The ultimate is good, and Dugan's stuck between those computer towers there. He's trying to get away, but Izus has no more mana to continue with the carnage. So Chang'e will survive and be able to heal herself up, and Izu is going to be forced to back.
Yep. Unfortunately, not able to find anything due to mana. Chang'e able to survive, but nothing else really coming of that.
Aside from that 3-man rotation coming over from Recess, Maizen's going to go ahead and take the back end there. Looking for anything at this point. Nobody wants to fight yet. There's a lot of pent up energy between the two teams. Looks like Recess really want to go ahead and try to go on to someone, and it might just be Free PC Gamer here as Alpha Jackal hides in the wings. Yep, the sash is going to be good, but Free PC Gamer going to go ahead and get the mez, and he is pulled into the air by Alpha Jackal. That's a lot of damage coming out, plus the 9 Suns coming down, but the Khepri revive is good, and now we have Thor here to attempt to try and do some damage control. Through space and time is good, not going to hit anybody though, and Team Recess is going to do a hard disengage.
Yep. Relatively clean fight, very smart use of the ultimate. Just about the last second coming out from Speckies as Team Recess is starting up. The Gold Fury about half HP now, able to get it reset thanks to Specky and Neguk's aggression. But beyond that, nothing really worked out for Recess other than getting the Khepri revive down.
Khepri revive is down. It was used to go ahead and prevent that first blood from going to Team Recess, and now we just kind of wait in the wings. Team Recess don't want to let this go just yet. They're pushing Khepri pretty hard. They want to go ahead and make sure that maybe even Free PC Gamer could be a nice tasty target here.
Yep. And rotation coming out into the mid lane, going in the favor of Team Recess, able to clean up Neguk, Barari, and Dugan, both very low. Izu's following, chasing him down, able to clean up that kill as well.
But the Maizen going to be able to pick up Free PC Gamer, and now Specky's not in a fantastic position. Spurvin pretty low. Specky's isn't really going to be able to take him down, and the Maizen doing a good job of peeling and healing him up. So Hugbug not going to be able to do too much here, as the first 3 kills of the game are all on Recess. Otherwise, other than this, Enigma splitting their camps, you don't want to lose any of your buffs. You don't want to lose your camps. Every little bit on this map counts. There's so much experience. There's so much gold that you can find in the jungle. So there's absolutely no reason why you can't go ahead and take it before Recess try to take it from you. If they get another good team fight, then that leaves their jungle open. It's going to reset those camps when Recess take it, and then it becomes an even worse situation for Enigma. 3 kills down isn't a bad situation just yet, but it could definitely turn into something awful.
Yep, Free PC Gamer caught out with Windfire Wheels, hit the portal as well, Unstable Vortex, able to clean him up, but a revive coming out from Khepri, once again able to save him. Neguk diving into the backline, unable to find anything at the moment, interrupts the Taolu Assault, able to quickly escape with Mjolnir's attunement. So it looks like we get a relatively clean disengage coming out from both teams.
Yep, Team Recess would have had another kill. Thankfully, Specky's had his revive and was able to help his teammate once again. He's now helped against 2 kills, which would have furthered Recess to 5, and already it's not looking too fantastic for the boys in blue. It's about 3,800 in favor of the Red Trunks. with experience and a little over 2,000 gold. And now they're starting to group up at this Gold Fury. They probably want to go ahead and take it once they get 1 or 2 kills extra onto Enigma once more.
Yep. Recess actually had a ward at their board, at the boards of Team Enigma, which is how they were able to spot out Free PC Gamer all by his lonesome. That ward has since died, so not much vision control coming out for either team, though Team Recess does have the Gold Fury advantage with that Sentry ward.
Alpha Jackal actually proving to be incredibly useful in these team fights. Even if he can't finish them on the ultimate, he's able to go ahead and bring them down at that one particular point, and then the rest of the team can just collapse on them. His rotations have been on point as well. Crush taking a little bit of damage from Izu's, but not enough to really make any sort of difference as Team Recess are looking at this mid camp. But we have the hammer coming out. Nega not gonna be able to connect with that double tap. Not gonna really amount to much of anything yet.
Armillary Sash coming out, not able to find it against Lean, so no engagement coming out from Alpha Jackal or the rest of Team Recess at the moment. Izu's waiting in the wings, spotted out with a ward, however, taking a lot of poke from the Crush and the Mjolnir's attunement.
We're starting to see that level discrepancy here. 1 level between the solo laners, but 2 levels between jungle. Thor, in my opinion, has the better rotation potential with the ultimate, even if there's no way to, or even if he doesn't have the ultimate, he can still get to places quickly with Mjolnir's attunement through walls and whatnot. But Alpha Jackal, as mentioned, doing a very good job of getting around a little bit better than Thor has. And even though he hasn't gotten any kills, those 2 assists are stacking up quite nicely against Thor, who's already given up a kill.
Yep, there's about a 700 gold discrepancy between the 2 of them, as Alpha Jackal already finishing his Jotun's Wrath, gonna enable him to do a lot more. Meanwhile, ultimate coming down from Nagog onto Izu's, able to clean him up with Dugan's help. It's Alpha Jackal and Ferrari looking to find anything, but space and time just a little bit off.
Nope, not going to be able to collapse onto anybody just yet. It looked like Alpha Jackal wanted to go ahead and 1v2, but instead he's going to go in on Lean, going to be able to run away as Speckies pulls Alpha Jackal away from any situation. He's going to pull him up into the air with the ultimate coming right down into a Crush and I'm a monster. Still not enough damage to finish off Ferrari or Alpha Jackal. He's going to be able to teleport through there, and Alpha Jackal is back in the safety of his own tower. Naguk and Lean backing off before Maizen can take advantage of Specky's low health.
Yep. Beautiful play coming out from Alpha Jackal, getting the Armillary Sash off on Naguk as he was using Berserker's Barrage. Able to help prevent that kill from happening. Would have been very unfortunate for Team Recess.
Indeed. So Enigma are finally on the board. They have 1 kill at 11 minutes, 21 seconds into the match. Looking at the graphs real quick before anything else happens. The mountain is not as insurmountable as earlier. Only 3,000 in favor of Team Recess, and 1,500 in favor with the gold for Recess.
Yep, definitely. Possibility of a comeback definitely exists right now. If we take a look at item builds here, really pretty straightforward. Small discrepancies being that Khepri opting immediately to go into Shoes of Focus, get that early cooldown reduction as well, make sure that his revive is available as often as possible. In the meanwhile, you have the Maizen going for reinforced groups, ensuring that CC won't present much of a problem to him, as a little bit of a slap fight breaking out between DC Gamer and Spurvin. Not much coming up though, both back.
Yep, PC Gamer not going to get soloed on this day. Spurvin going to go ahead and back off. Their team is looking. There's a 4-man grouping here at the Gold Fury. I don't see why they don't go ahead and just try to start it, even if it is a bait fight. But these teams know this game better than I. I'm just here to talk about what is going on. But Naguk not going to be able to hit anybody with that wall or the double tap. Instead, they're going to jump off and do their own thing. Two men are over here, and Enigma's duo lane trying to catch who he is. He's trying to back, but Alpha Jackal is here, and Spurvin going to be able to get away with the dive bomb. So once again, we're seeing a lot of opportunities where Recess could probably make something happen, but instead we see Enigma starting the Gold Fury. Recess dragging their feet just a little bit.
Yep, through space and time, just off the mark. Alpha Jackal coming in, finds beautiful Windfire wheels against Lean. Not able to clean her up though. Both an Aegis as well as Revive being used relatively early on in the fight. Maizen chases after Nega, able to finish him off as Barari with an unstable Vortex. Taolu Assault coming out, able to finish off Lean and Apollo as well.
That is 3 members of Enigma down, and Recess finally have that breath of fresh air, that impending worry that they might take the Gold Fury. It is gone, so Recess going to get it for themselves, as the only one here is Duggan and Speckies, and for the most part, I don't really see Duggan being able to do anything about it. But Enigma, they stole it. I don't even know they stole it. Recess are not going to have that Gold Fury under their belt. Congrats to Duggan for being able to steal that, as Speckies goes ahead and tries to do anything with this tower. But they're the real winners here.
Yeah, tower's gonna fall, but still slight advantage in favor of Duggan for being able to steal that with the Crescent Moon Dance. Very smart play, albeit risky, but recognizing that really, if that Gold Fury wasn't stolen, would have been close to a death sentence with the way that team fight had turned out.
Yep, we have Nega coming down with the ultimate, but he's going to get sashed out by Alpha Jackal and brought into the air as Maizen charges with his ultimate as well. Spurvin going to finish off that Thor, and now we have the hard disengage from Team Recess as they go to start cleaning out Enigma's jungle, because why not? You took our Gold Fury, we're going to take everything else you have. We're going to pigeonhole you and force you to fight us if you want any experience or gold, because that's what you're lacking in those team fights. Enigma, fantastic play stealing that Gold Fury, but now they're going to have to pull some other plays like that out of a hat or through their sleeve to try to get something to work here.
Yep, both the mid and solo lane towers down now for Enigma, which is a tad unfortunate. Definitely gives Barari as well as Izu's room to rotate a lot more than they already have been, with both space and time and just general walking around now as well. So definitely does not put Enigma in a favorable position at the moment.
But at least the gold, isn't as bad as it was earlier on. It's only 3,000 in favor of Recess now, and a couple of Gold Furies could help that if Enigma are able to sneak it or steal it. But where the biggest problem lies is the experience. Later on, it's not going to matter because everybody's going to be level 20. But for now, 6,000 in favor of Recess, and that is some hard numbers in favor. Alpha Jackal pulling someone into the air. That is Duggan. He will fall through the portal as well, but he is on the receiving end of the Khepri ultimate as Naguk jumps into the air as well, looking for someone. Going to come down, try to get a lot of damage and even that stun, but he's not going to connect with anyone. Go ahead and come on down instead. But in the duo lane, Free PC Gamer having a hard time, forced to use the purification to get out of any kind of ricochet shenanigans that Spurvin would have thrown down.
Yep. One of the big things to note here is that Maizen's definitely just looking to focus out Speckies, go for the stun off of the cavalry charge, not really finding anything else necessarily, but with the stun coming out, he's either forcing the revive to be used early, which is beneficial for the team, or he's preventing the revive in general, which is even better because you're guaranteeing that someone's going to pick up.
Indeed. So, my smite closed for a second, looking at the shenanigans happening right now. Naguk in a bad spot in those tremors, but Izu's going to be able to finish him off with help from Barari, of course, doing a fantastic job of using his kit to everybody's favor. Even if he's not getting these last hits, those unstable vortexes as well as the portals are doing a fantastic job of helping his team set up kills.
Yep. Looking at the slash lines right now, both Alpha Jackal and Barari are sitting at 1 kill, 0 deaths, and 6 assists each. They've been rotating around the map a lot, definitely providing a lot of utility for their team as best that they can.
All right, so question, because you are better with the numbers than I am.
Yes.
How much difference, there's now a 1 level difference, but how much difference between auto attacks and just sheer damage is there between 2 level disparity with ADCs? Because at one point, until I just started talking, Apollo is level 14 and Spurvin is 16.
So there's a slight difference between each individual ADC. typically there are two factors that plays into it. There is the attack speed per level as well as the attack damage per level. Meanwhile, we'll get back to this. Becky's getting caught into the ultimate by Alpha Jackal Windfire Wheels. Portal coming out as well. Revive successful, but he's pinned between four people.
Yeah, between a rock and a hard place, no doubt. Not sure he's going to be able to get out of this, as we can hear and see everything happening. Barari getting that last hit, and immediately I see somebody looking at it. They're going to go ahead and take this red damage camp here. No reason to not to. Like I said, take what you can. Make sure that Enigma don't have anything that they can take from you. Enigma have no experience, no gold on the board aside from towers, so every little bit counts. Yes. So my apologies, Spectator is having a little bit of issues, a little bit of a stasis mode happening, but Surrender Vote has come out. Not sure who would have, not sure if you want to put it in just yet, but Enigma probably feeling down and out currently with 9 kills down, 18 minutes and 15 seconds into the game.
Yep. Currently looking at almost 4,000 gold deficit. Definitely not insurmountable. Good team fight coming out from them could definitely play into their favor. But really, the 8,500 experience that we're currently looking at definitely hurting them a lot.
Naguk not doing a lot of damage with that double tap at all. Team Recess just have too many levels on him, and instead we're going to see that tower fall, and Naguk ultimate to the safety of the second tower. Is Team Recess don't look like they're about to stop. It's now 4-on-4, and Recess probably feel a little bit better about retreating back into the jungle, but they may turn around and we might have a team fight here.
Beads coming out from Barari, successful, preventing both the stun as well as the abduction from Khepri as they attempt to disengage.
Yep. Yay, Spectator, give us 1 second so we can catch up and then continue to cast all of these shenanigans for you. Yep, we are watching the tower fall here, followed by the disengage. And then turning towards mid, we have Borari getting stuck out between that Khepri root. And now, Izu's looking like a pretty tanky contender to keep Enigma away as they look towards Team Recess's Tier 2 mid tower. Crush is down, not going to connect with anyone, and while all 5 members of Enigma are here, we're not really seeing this giant team fight like we should. They're playing a little bit too passive. Specky's fallen and a lot of damage. The 9 suns are down. Lean waiting for the moment to come down with the I'm a Monster, but Spurva going to take out Specky's. I'm a Monster will be good. That's the second one taking a lot of damage, and Lean taking out with the crush, but Maizen going to be able to take out PC Gamer. The Cabrakan is down though, so no trimmers, no wide CC in these team fights, so Recess going to go ahead and disengage. 2 members of them are low, and Spurvin's low on mana. So Enigma have successfully defended the Phoenix, at least.
Yeah, able to successfully defend the Phoenix, able to kill both Alpha Jackal and Izus. Both of them sitting at over 10,000 gold at the moment, so definitely a little bit of a value kill for the both of them. Especially onto Alpha Jackal, as that was his first death. So keeping him down definitely beneficial for the team.
We are 20 minutes and 15 seconds into the game. Enigma 3 kills, Recess 12. Looking at the graphs real quick, it is almost 9,000 experience in favor of the boys in red, and 5,000 gold in favor of the Chaos side as well. We see a couple of camps, even if they're just back experience camps coming up, so Enigma gonna go ahead and probably try to prioritize those. We see Lean going ahead and picking them up before anybody else can. Recess have done a fantastic job of taking Enigma's jungle, so they want to be careful with that. Looks like Naguk and Maizen have each other in their sights, but with Specky's here, nobody wants to fight just yet.
Yep. If we take a brief moment to just look, want to talk about difference in jungler builds. After the Jotun's Wrath, a Deathbringer coming out from Naja, guaranteeing improving that ultimate damage, as well as him building towards a one of the items within the cloak tree, probably going to be either a Mantle of Discord or a Spirit Robe. Meanwhile, on the opposite side, Naguk opting for that Void Shield, reducing the enemy's protection so that when he is able to engage, he's going to help disrupt and make it easier to kill members of Team Recess as best as he can.
Mm-hmm. And Naja's, I know I keep talking about Alpha Jackal, but he's turning into a very pinnacle point in these team fights as well as, in just normal. He's almost soloed two members, and he's going on Nego, going to pull him up into the air, lean, waiting for the crush and I'm a monster opportunity. Not going to connect, but Barari going to finish off the Thor, and Izu's going to be able to finish off Dugan. So that is two high damage members, or one high damage member and one healing member at least. As Spurvin takes out the other ADC, gets soloed. Mana Camp now going down as they look to this last tower as soon as they finish. So Recess, pretty dominant, just a dominant performance so far.
Yep, definitely flexing their muscles a little, but not showing up too much strategies. I mean, this is a relatively common comp, going for the wombo combo between Janus and Naja. Really, the only unexpected thing I'd say would be the Cabrakan pick, but it's definitely working out for them.
Yep, and that CC doing a lot of damage. And Lean going to be forced to use that Purification as well as the Sentry to get away. But Nego coming in with a two-man stun on Maizen and Izu's. Not going to take a lot of damage though. Double tap barely bouncing off of Maizen at this point. Alpha Jackal pretty low. Going to be able to get away with the safety of these portals. Just keep to the back line for now until there's another opportunity. But Izu's doing their best to go ahead and just get a lot of damage. Alpha Jackal bringing them into the air as the Trimmers are shaking the ground below. Dugan on the receiving end of the Khepri ultimate, and Team Recess disengage.
Yep. Baiting out Root, Speckies with Portal. Nothing else really going on at the moment. Seismic Crush. Yeah.
Besides the impending doom that is Recess coming in, of course. Barari going to finish off Speckies, who was caught between the wall and four members of Recess. There are a lot of damage coming out. They're so far ahead, Enigma can only bunker down and hope that they have enough defense to outlast Recess. So I'm curious, if you were in their shoes, would you go for a Fire Giant, or would you just keep going?
For Recess, at the moment, I would honestly look for Fire Giant. Both Phoenixes are up, but without Specky's able to get that revive off for them, at least for the moment, Izu should be able to box both PC Gamer and Dugan out relatively successfully, focusing on Dugan primarily because of the ultimate, the large stun coming out from that. Block him in and will fall.
Yep, Izu's taking out Duggan as the Fire Giant continues to be aggressed upon. There's a lot of damage coming out, but with the members peeling and making sure that they're zoning out, they're not going to be able to finish it this quickly. Instead, they're going to turn. Lean going to be able to get a lot of distance between Scylla and Recess with that Sentinel, and Izu's still hot on the trail. They definitely want to fight. Go ahead and get rid of them so they can actually bunker down at the Fire Giant and take it for themselves. Alpha Jackal pulling someone into the air, still waiting to see who, because I don't want to click it. It's scary. And I hear it now. We have the portal coming down and stasis. So give us 1 second. All right, so we are brought back to Team Recess, heading back towards that Fire Giant. We know that they were not going to be able to complete it because Enigma are going to show their heads and give them a decent fight, but we are going to see a couple of members fall. Lean going to get out of dodge very quickly, and Nego not going to be able to connect with the ultimate. Instead, going to be in the back line attempting to take what he can. Alpha Jackal actually may see a little bit of action from Nego. He will take Thor into the air with the ultimate. Now we're back where we need to be, and Nego going to fall through that portal, and Alpha Jackal going to get credit for that last kill. Stuck between that portal and four members of Recess, getting caught out. Not a good thing. You don't want to be called out by anybody on Team Recess at this point, as a lot of them are level 20, Cabrakan level 20, Barari level 20, even support level 16, whereas the highest level on Enigma is 18.
Yeah, definitely a very dangerous position for Enigma. Not really able to find anything in their favor at the moment. Even though it's risky, I'd honestly say that the best potential option for them is just have one or two people stay at the Fire Giant and then look for Gold Fury.
Every little bit counts. I
Yeah.
agree.
I mean, 11,000 gold difference, you're reaching that, you're just at about that threshold where the difference between gold becomes relatively insurmountable. The item lead definitely too much to come back from. So if they're able to find a Gold Fury, just claw a little bit of that gold difference away, it'll definitely work out in their favor. But in the meantime, Free PC Gamer getting hit with the Armillary Sash. Windfire Wheels is able to connect as Lean looks to get the ultimate off. Isn't able to find it against Alpha Jackal.
Yep, Nine Sun's going to claim the life of the Apollo. Is now, once again, we're seeing a little bit of a retreat, but do get caught in the ultimate from Izus and now the Tremors. But the beautiful revive from Khepri going to pull him out of all of that damage and back into the safety of his Phoenix and teammates. Is once again Recess looking to go back into the jungle. More than likely, if I were them, I'd do a bait at the Fire Giant because we know Enigma's going to follow.
I don't necessarily think that they have to bait. Specky's getting caught out here, gonna fall. With both Speckies and Free PC Gamer down, there's no chance for contention at the moment. All ultimates are down for Enigma.
Free PC Gamer's about to come back up. He does have his ultimate. We haven't really seen it be used in a useful manner. I mean, I saw it wasted earlier on, so I see a little bit of use coming out of it now. But Naguk caught in the middle, forced to use his Sanctuary, and now he's going to be stunned out. Purification down as well, and he is running. But caught between Izus and the Tremors and the ultimate, going to be able to teleport out of there. But Aizen definitely not going to let him go. Izus gonna eradicate Naguk as the rest of Team Recess are about to finish his Fire Giant.
Yep, Alpha Jackal taking a lot of poke. Not that that's going to matter too much, with the bonus regen as well as Flame Spear stacks. He'll be able to heal that up relatively quickly. Third Surrender Vote being optioned by Enigma. Nothing coming of it yet, but definitely low on morale. Not able to find anything working out in their favor this game, outside of that early Gold Fury steal.
If this were a best of 3, I would suggest go ahead, just F6, gain your headspace back, and try again. But unfortunately, this is the best one, and Recess have had a hard grip on this game the entire time. Lean gonna be able to take out Alpha Jackal. That is his second death the entire game. One Phoenix is down. We have Thor coming in, attempting to do a little bit of damage, stunning out Maizen, but he's gonna hop onto the horse and get out of dodge. With the wall down, not gonna be able to stun him out. So Enigma chasing pretty hard.
Yep, doesn't look like they'll be able to find anything. Spervin gonna be able to use dive bomb as well. Maizen just waiting on cooldowns for that clean walk away as fire minions become pouring down the middle. Definitely gonna help in their favor. Abduct coming out, beads going off. Nine Suns
coming
dropping.
down.
Specky is able to get the revive off as a spectator client looks like it's about to be sending us back once again.
Yep. So, as once again we see Recess destroy the Fire Giant, gonna go towards that Phoenix, take it out, get a couple of kills, get a little bit of Titan damage from those creep coming in, and then that hard disengage. All members except Alpha Jackal have their Fire Giant still. So they're not in a bad spot. Alpha Jackal can still do a lot of damage. Dugan getting caught out, gonna be able to save himself for a second, but Spervin gonna finish him off as soon as that ability finishes. So just take your domination and run with it. This has turned into a pretty gnarly snowball.
Yep, as it stands, the only person relatively doing well or having any impact on the game at the moment would be Lean for Enigma. Dugan sitting at 0 and 5. Speckies and PC Gamer at 0 and 5 as well. Definitely painful as Gold Fury getting cleared away by Recess, ensuring that whatever comeback could happen is unlikely.
Lean over in the wings attempting to get around and maybe get some massive damage. Thor's ultimate is forced to get away. Don't want to use that. And you can use it if you're trying to aggress, and there's no shame using it if you're trying to get away. It's just like using the jump, keeping it and making sure that you will survive. Naguk doing no damage to Izus. There's a 4-level difference. Izus is a Cabrakan. There's absolutely, it just bounced off his chest at that point. It was probably pretty comical. But Specky's doing his best just to do something. Alpha Jackal on the receiving end of the I'm a Monster, gonna take a lot of damage, but the Sanctuary had been popped. Nine Suns coming down, and that Phoenix is also down. So no Phoenixes left on the side of Enigma. They're gonna have no help when it comes to these team fights. Even though Alpha Jackal is low, we're not gonna see. We'll see something come of it as soon as Stasis catches up.
Yep. Once again, just watching the Gold Fury fall down. Taking a look at the graphs, it's currently almost 13,000 gold advantage for Team Recess. 23 kills, 2 for, playing relatively lights out, able to limit whatever impact Enigma had planned for this game. So, wonderful
Look at the
play.
player damage real quick, since we're still waiting on them to catch up. 23,000 tops the map with Izu's on that Cabrakan. He's a powerhouse. He's a monster right now. Speaking of I'm a monster, we see Jackal activating that purification for any kind of follow-up. Going to get pulled into the Nine Suns, but no big deal there. Izu's going to take out Free PC Gamer, and Alpha Jackal in a pretty bad spot. No follow-up with a double tap, and Naguk trying to get the Berserker's Barrage, but going to have to disengage. So far, Recess still sitting pretty good. The only member that's died is on Enigma, so they're happy with that just fine. They're going to get stunned out and rooted, but still going to be able to fall through the portal in enough time to save their own skins. Specky's the only one chasing, not really going to be able to do anything, unfortunately for him. He's level 15 and he's a Khepri.
Yeah, just looking to do what he can, get a little bit of breathing room for his team. All Phoenix is still down now, so not much that he can really do. Item difference definitely playing a big factor into his output. Lean still 30 minutes in this game, sitting on 61 stacks for a Warlock Sash. Very unfortunate.
Kind of having a bad farm game, it seems. But speaking of stacks, Janus been sitting nice and pretty this entire game with 50 stacks on the Doom Orb. But Rari has not died yet. He's 5-0 and 12. And definitely one of the powerhouses of Recess. All 4 damage dealing members, not including Wan Yu, who is a support, are above everyone on Enigma except for Lean. As you mentioned, Lean's kind of the saving grace, the only thing that will be able to pull Enigma out of this issue right now. But unfortunately for the Scylla, we're still an item down, trying to finish up their 5th one, and Team Recess have everything.
A lot of Tahuti, but I mean, still working on that Soul Reaper. Meanwhile, Cabrakan's had it for so long. I'm a monster, not able to find anything. As Specky's once again caught out. Naguk dropping down, not able to find anything as Izu's finishes off Scylla. Naguk getting the escape with Mjolnir's attunement. But Phoenix once again falls. Discord stun coming out off of Izu's PC Gamer, just able to escape. This double tap deals a lot of damage. Titan's starting to take some damage here as Mycen looks to heal up what he can. Disengage coming out at the moment, just waiting for 5 minutes to start spilling in. This is looking like it's the end of the game unless a successful defense coming out from the remaining 3 members of Enigma.
Well, the Titan was reset, so that does have a little bit of extra damage, but once again we see 2 members of Enigma fall here, and Naguk not looking good there. In the meantime, Recess are going to take down this Titan 32 minutes and 5 seconds into the game with a score of 5-28. A very dominant performance coming out from the boys in red on the Chaos side.
Definitely wonderful play coming out from our first game today. I'm excited to see what the rest of the day has in store. And you are watching Week 3 of the European Challenger Cup. I'm Merle, this is Tiger, and we will see you shortly.